Nothing good, and that's great. Nothing other than Indiana seems to be football. They're tucked away. They've made some great pickups, some transfers. The Carr kid from Southern Cal. You got the defensive lineman that just came in as well. I mean, they've just had a ton of great transfers of kids that all thought the grass was greener when they left high school. Taking that big offer, whether it was USC, a kid from Auburn, Ole Miss, Stanford, and then they're getting that. The USC running back is a former 5-star. Indiana's never had a 5-star.
Yeah, give me the lowdown. Give me the lowdown on him, because that's awesome in terms of 5-star rating, and it helps the profile of the program and everything. But why is a 5-star recruit not translated to the featured back at a program like USC? Like, what am I missing on that?
Well, one thing, he was with Delon McCullough when in his freshman year, I think, and then that's when McCullough left. But I think there was an injury or two along the way, and it just hasn't manifested itself there for whatever reason. And obviously now it looks like he may have gotten over-recruited. I don't know, but we'll see. Delon McCullough must obviously see something in him, bringing him in, and it adds certainly depth to the Indiana running backs room.
Well, at the very least, what it does is it raises the eyebrows of other kids coming out of high school, saying, "Hey, this kid is going from USC to Indiana. Like, what's that all about?" So now it's raising the profile of the program. And I've said this a million times, like, where we were 10, 12 years ago, in a prior lifetime of IU football, kids were going to IU and picking the Hoosiers over Central Michigan and Ball State, and now they're picking IU over, Ole Miss and USC, or transferring in from Ohio State. Like, you're not going to beat out those programs every year for recruits, but now you're starting to win some battles, which is all you need to get the ball rolling. So it's very exciting. And yeah, I mean, I think we've said this every year for the last 3 or 4 years, which is great. Like, I'm more excited now for an IU football season to come than I ever have been. So those are the expectations of the program, and it's nice to have those, to just not beat 3 or 4 non-conference teams and see what you can do in the Big Ten. Now, obviously, the goals are a lot more loftier.
His freshman season, and boy, oh boy, I know exactly what this is like. He had a plantar fasciitis. And if you have ever had that, holy crap. I would have killed somebody to make that pain stop.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest. Is it a tendon or ligament in your foot?
I've never had it. But I remember when Eli Manning had that.
Walking.
Yeah, I remember when Eli Manning had that, and same kind of thing, just excruciating, and did everything he could just to muster up the energy to play every Sunday. He wasn't practicing during the week to manage the pain. But yeah, I've never had that, thankfully, but I've heard it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, so I can't imagine. There's no way you could be a running back and have that. That's that. I assure you, there's not. You can barely walk. The meaning of the foot. So there's no planning. So that's a tough way to start your freshman season, and then of course that you can probably see getting lost in there. But he left the Trojans. He rushed 264 times, over 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns, caught 57 passes for 400 plus yards too. So fits right into the Indiana kind of offense. That's a very fast-paced type of offense. So could be a very nice little piece they've added in addition to the defensive lineman from Auburn, Jaron Handy. Another top 100 prospect. It's just great to see that coming in.
No, without question. And, and give credit to Tom Allen, because, again, IU is recruiting above their station, above their lot in the landscape of college football. And, they've been able to do this without a sustained era of greatness, right? I mean, they've only really had one breakthrough season. They're trying to build upon that, but IU's recruiting like they have had 4 or 5 breakout seasons where they have 6, 7 wins in the Big Ten, and that just hasn't been the case. So when people say Tom Allen is just a rah guy, man, it's all about culture, it's all about fit, it's all about having the right guy for the right job, and certainly they're building an atmosphere down there that's very attractive for a lot of young kids.